All right, so when did I start treating myself? Well, I was at the spa earlier this week, so I felt really good about that. Got a mani-pedi, felt good, laid there. Was super gay. But gay as in happy, not to offend any homos out there. The I started treating myself. I can't even say this seriously. These are such stupid questions, but it's okay. So I started actually, we'll spin this into something that actually makes sense because the question was really dumb. You probably know who you are if you asked it, but I started actually buying crap for myself very, very early on. But I only picked one particular poison to pick, which was cars. So I didn't buy a lot of everything. I bought cars for myself since I was 16 years old because I felt that I needed that to stay motivated to continue to make money. But I didn't really treat myself the way I wanted to treat myself until I was roughly 25, had at least 10 times my yearly income in my bank account, and had enough promising upcoming ventures and things going on that I felt that if I bought something for myself, then it wasn't that big of a deal. Furthermore, everything I've done since I've been about 24 years old in terms of cars and luxury lifestyle has always been an asset rather than liability. I'm in the luxury lifestyle business, so having these things is not only a tax write-off, but is bought and purchased in a manner that actually continuously makes these like valuable rather than a liability. Like I'm not upside down in equity or in terms of what my cars are worth at any given time. I don't mean the financing. I'm referring to if you buy a car at 120,000 and it's worth 150, then you're positive in the equity right from the beginning. That means at any given time, if you exited that car and sold it, you would recoup money rather than lose money like a normal car that you bought at 120 that would depreciate to like 60 if it was new. So understanding how to turn your liabilities into assets was one of the main ways since the age of 24 I've been able to kind of live the luxury lifestyle without actually losing money and then continuing to ultimately write them off as assets for my business. So for me, it was a little bit different, but treating myself to that level happened ultimately when I was 24. And I always say I use the 10x fold rule that if you have 10 times your yearly income in your bank account, then you can kind of spend a little bit more than what you're used to in terms of survivalship. So, you know, you can pick one thing and make your poison. You just have to be honest with yourself instead of pushing and saying, hey, I'm going to have the car, I'm going to go this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and kind of overextend yourself in positions you don't want to be in. We talk a lot about this in exoticcarsecrets.com, where I share a lot more about my system on how to turn your liabilities into assets and kind of continue to live the luxury lifestyle without having a hard cost to it, meaning without actually losing money. And I urge you to check that out if you want more information on that system. I know many people that are watching this already are familiar with it. But ultimately, I think you should treat yourself when you're comfortable enough that you know that even if you had 6 months of downturn, if you had 2 years of medical issues, you would still be okay by the time you're still buying all the things you want to buy for yourself. All right, so the next question is, what do I do to get started? Well, first you take off your pants, you roll them down, and then you figure out